Hey everybody, hope this finds you doing well. Today we are going to talk about some of the biggest news in the market over the past week. As usual, we're going to start with the cryptocurrency chart. As you can see, Bitcoin and Ethereum are still holding around the same range that they have really for the last several months. Bitcoin holding in at about $19,183. It's down 4.21% over the last 7 days. And Ethereum at around 1,300, down 3.5% over the last 7 days. Ethereum and Bitcoin have pretty much held these levels for the most part over the last several months, despite everything else that's going on in the macroeconomic environment, particularly in equities. We see that there are still steady declines. The S&P 500 and some of the other major indices are going on their sixth straight day of losses. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, given the circumstances, are still holding fairly steady. So we'll be curious to see as we find out more information from the Federal Reserve whether or not the cryptocurrency assets will also drop alongside the stocks and equities, as we find out that it looks as if the Fed is going to continue to stay hawkish by increasing the interest rates more. More to come on that, but this is the current status of the cryptocurrency market. Let's look at NFTs really quick. We go to CryptoSlam, and as you can see, we have a new interface here. It looks like they're cleaning it up and adding some more functionality and information here. We can see that NFT sales volume over the last 7 days has declined 18%. There's still a lot of uncertainty, fear, and doubt given everything that's going on, not only in cryptocurrencies and stocks, but it's also translating to NFTs as well. And we also got big news that Yuga Labs, which is the owner of Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, Mutant Ape Club, amongst others, is now being probed by the SEC. They launch ApeCoin, so I believe that is one of the main talking points that they're going to be looking into as they do their investigation. So I think a lot of people right now are a little bit hesitant with regards to the future of NFTs. We believe NFTs are here for the long haul. It's just a matter of trying to understand what the regulators are going to want and expect, and whether NFTs or certain NFTs are going to be considered securities, and any other ancillary coins and things of that nature that may be related to NFTs, whether or not those would be considered securities. And if so, there's just certain rules that companies will have to follow before they either sell or give away or offer away those so-called rewards to their NFT holders. CryptoPunks still at the top or near the top usually. Over the last 7 days, we see them holding up strong at number one with over $10 million in sales in the last 7 days. Bored Ape Yacht Club also, as usual, at the top. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Clone X, which is partnered with Nike, as we know. Then we also have NFL All Day, which is on the Flow blockchain, which is also still doing very well as the NFL season is in full swing. Ethereum name service still in the top 10. So we're starting to see some of the same players in the top 10 and the top 20. So we'll continue to keep an eye out on what's going on in the NFT market. As you can see, the top NFT sales of the last 7 days, 4 out of the 5 are Yuga Lab NFTs, and we still see high profile sales in the high 6 figures. So the biggest, or one of the biggest announcements over this past week, is that Google is going to be partnering with Coinbase to accept cryptocurrencies for cloud services. So they're going to be connecting with Coinbase and using their services to allow for particularly Web3 clientele the opportunity to not only use Google Cloud, but be able to purchase cloud storage and services through Coinbase with cryptocurrency. So Google is going to be stacking sats. Coinbase announces that they will be forming a strategic Web3 partnership with Google Cloud. And as this deal comes together, they're working closely with the Google Cloud team for many months. And there's going to be 4 parts to this particular partnership. First is Google Cloud will be positioned to enable select customers, starting with those in Web3, to be able to pay for cloud services via select cryptocurrencies through Coinbase Commerce. And it's been reported that they are going to accept Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, Dogecoin was also on the list, ApeCoin, which, as we mentioned, is potentially under a probe by the SEC. That's one of the listed cryptocurrencies as well. DAI, USDC. So it's a range of cryptocurrencies that they're willing to accept. So it's not just Bitcoin. And they will be able to use Coinbase Commerce as a platform that will help merchants anywhere in the world be able to accept those cryptocurrency payments. Secondly, Web3 developers. So when you think about NFT developers, game developers in the NFT space, they will also be able to access Google Cloud's blockchain data through BigQuery, and this will be powered by Coinbase's Cloud's node service, and they will be able to reliably operate Web3-based systems without the need for expensive and complex infrastructure. The third part of the partnership is that Google will also use Google Prime for their institutional crypto services, and Google Prime basically is a service that is only for select institutional and accredited investor clients, so basically high net worth clients, and it allows them the opportunity to do larger cryptocurrency buys and sells and trade using the Coinbase Prime platform. And then finally, Coinbase will selected Google Cloud as a strategic provider of their cloud storage and services to build advanced exchange and data services. So Coinbase will use Coinbase Cloud's powerful compute platform to process blockchain data at scale and enhance the global reach of its crypto services by leveraging Google's premium fiber optic network. So this is pretty big news. No matter what, we're in a bear market, but we are seeing that crypto companies like Coinbase are continuing to find partnerships and work in developing the cryptocurrency space, not only for retail investors like me and you, but also for larger companies and developing companies in the NFT and Web3 and blockchain technology space in general. So it's a pretty big deal. So we are looking forward to seeing as this partnership move forward and how many Web3 developers decide and choose to go with Google Cloud, because we know that AWS, which is Amazon's web services, is the largest cloud services platform in the world. So it looks like Google is trying to get a step ahead of AWS and some of the other major cloud services platforms by offering this partnership with Coinbase and accepting cryptocurrencies, which is very attractive, particularly to Web3 communities. The other major news of the week is that the G20, which is a forum of 19 major countries in the world and the European Union, and they meet to try to discuss various policies, worldwide policies, usually related to sustainability, financial stability, things of that nature. And the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, on Monday submitted a framework to increase international transparency in crypto to the G20. So as we are starting to see, nation states are developing their own framework and regulations surrounding digital assets and cryptocurrencies. The OECD is providing a framework to increase transparency so other countries around the world will be able to have an opportunity to see what regulations are developing throughout the world, so there can potentially be some continuity and congruency amongst all of the countries in the world. As this nascent industry is still being built out, regulation is going to be important and necessary. So we are trying to learn as we move along, and these countries are doing the same. So when you think of countries like China, India, South Korea, Brazil, of course, the United States and the United Kingdom, they're coming together to try to submit this framework that will provide transparency and hopefully help the nation states, the major ones as well as the smaller ones around the world, in coming up with opportunities on how to do tax reporting between nations and things of that nature. So this is a another showing that the world is aware and willing to provide as much information as possible in learning about the cryptocurrency space. Crypto is going nowhere. Now, do we know which cryptocurrencies are going to be on top? We still don't know that yet. It's still looking like Bitcoin, which has been on top from the very beginning and nobody's taken its spot. Right now, they are the king of the crypto market, but who's to say what's going to happen 5, 10 years from now? But we do know that blockchain technology is something that is revolutionary, and it is going to be a technology that is likely to transform what we do moving forward when it comes to owning our assets and have the opportunity to own our data and have more transparency using the blockchain and being our own gatekeepers and our own banks when it comes to holding value, whether it be through currency or art or property. As we saw, if you look at our very first video, we talked about how a house was sold as an NFT. So everything is evolving. So we are very excited about what's happening in this cryptocurrency space. We see what's happening in the news. We're very excited to see where all this goes. We hope that you stay with us along the ride. We will try to keep you as informed as possible. We look forward to linking up with you soon on the network chain. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.